What's going on, guys? Saturday, May 25th. I don't know if this is day 11 or 12. I'm not sure. We haven't gotten a contract in the last 2 days, though. That's been stressful. That's been stressful. But we have been traveling. We may be able to get one today, but it's been a little bit of a slump. Our 7 days of hell drips are out. We got to get a couple. We got to get a couple more over. We got some warm leads. We're gonna switch markets next week. No more Michigan stuff. We're just not. We don't have enough room to negotiate on these little ones. There we go.
Please leave your message for.
Can you turn down a little bit, dude? Did you plug in the switch? And I got Zeno Butt next to me right now. We're at the in-laws' house. Everybody's taking a nap. Now's the time to get this call flow in, baby.
Your message for 6. Message. Your mess. Your message.
So Greg Helbeck put out a video today saying that if someone's with a big carrier, a new a new phone call from an unrecognized number won't go through until after 3 calls. So moving forward, our team will if it goes like straight to voicemail, our team will more than likely 5 dial people. And then if someone picks up mad, it's like, hey, sorry, a new thing passed where our phone calls won't get through. So if you are on the phone, that'll be good. What's going on, Micah? And shout out Micah McDonald. Signing one myself as we speak. Had to join the club and told my team, you're locking up 10 contracts, so trying to keep up with you. We're at 9 for the week. Let's go, baby. That's insane. Insanity. Man. My screen's still that blurry. Not quite as much now that we washed it off. Right person didn't answer. They're going on 7 days of hell. Endless call loop. 7 days of hell. Activate the drip. And our drips have been on fire, by the way, guys. Absolutely on fire.
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Wall.
Hello?
This is Stratton. You reached out to us
Yes,
last night about selling your property in Brooklyn. Did I catch you at a bad time?
yes, you did, sir. Can you call me back in about an hour? I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
I have your number. Is this number I can call you back on?
Yes, ma'am. We'll give you a call back in an hour.
All right, I'll call you back in about an hour. Thank you very much. All right,
We'll see if we get her.
Hello.
Hi, Antonio. This is Stratton. You reached out to us about selling your property on 20th Street. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, you're good, man. What's up?
This call is probably going to take us 15, 20 minutes. I'm just calling to get as much info about the property so we can hopefully see what your property qualifies for. Is that okay?
Yep.
Great. So during the time, our biggest goal is just to help you make a yes or no decision. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. Some of them may feel personal, but all that is we're just
Well,
trying to
here's the deal. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I've had 3 people reach out to me about this house. They've all had me jump through hoops, and it was a big pain in the ass. So we'll see if it's different with you. So let's go. What do you got? What do you want to ask me?
Sir, you're the one who reached out to us.
Oh, I know. No, I tried this with a couple other companies, and it was the biggest nightmare I ever dealt with. And I thought, well, I'm going to try one more time and see what happens. So let's see what questions do you have?
Okay. Well, what made it a nightmare for you?
Well, the one guy wanted people to go in there and have me go take pictures of everything. So I went and took pictures of everything. I took videos of everything. I went through the whole everything of the house. Then he was like, he had to wait to try to find some investors to invest, and it would be 90 days before he could close. It was just all kinds of something. And then he said he offered me a price. Then he says, well, I don't know if I can get you that price. So it was everybody was just a bunch of different things. So,
Okay. And how long ago was that?
I don't know, last month before that. Guy offered me a price, and I thought we agreed to it. And then he turned around, come back, and said that he would have to try to find investors. And I was just like, okay, all right, man. So.
Okay.
And then the one guy sent me out a contract and wanted me, and I said, but I'm not agreeing to the price you offered me. I said, you offered me the first price. Now you're trying to offer me a lower price. I said, I'm not doing that. And then he got all pissed off and wouldn't, and was like all mad. So I was like, all right, bud, have a good day. And that was the last time we talked. So.
And that was about a month ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when he came back with you with a different price, is it after he walked it and he said it wasn't in good shape, or what happened?
No, so here's the deal. I got 2 houses, bro. I got one at 2502 West 20th Street.
Yep.
That is livable right now. You can walk in there and rent it. I mean, I got one piece of plaster on the wall that the guy's fixing this week. And then I got another little spot on the other wall where some little plaster spots fell off. But I'm going to scrape the whole wall and just put a piece of drywall up there. And that's it. The deal was the house is a 2-bedroom. When you walk in downstairs, you got a living room, like a foyer area, a living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom, 2 bedrooms upstairs, both hardwood floors. The house does need a roof put on it. That's the only thing that needs done is a roof. Fenced in yard, 3.5 lots, but the yard's fenced in, and then I own the whole corner lot all the way over to the corner. There's 2 detached garages. The one garage has like a mini apartment in it at one time. It's got a bathroom in there. It's got a toilet and like a clawfoot bathtub. It's got a kitchen area. And at one time that was like a little apartment, I guess, an efficiency apartment, because it's got a man door, an entry door going into it.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the end of it, they put a garage door. So I guess the guy I guess he had it where his son or somebody could live there at one time. I really don't know what the deal was. But it'll pay. I had a brand new 100 amp service put in when I bought it. New hot water heater with expansion tank. Within the last, 3 years, I put that in. New faucets in the bathroom. It's got brand new linoleum in it. New carpet. It's livable. I mean, I just don't want to rent no more. I just don't want to rent. And I just didn't know what the deal was with all the other stuff. And then I got another one at 2803 Roosevelt that I got to clean out right now, but it's got a new roof, fenced in yard, detached garage. It's a 2-bedroom. It's all knotted pine paneling in the whole house. It's a nice little place.
Okay. So, like, you got 2 houses. How much are you looking to walk away with when you sold them both?
Well, so I was trying to walk away with $65,000 for both of them.
So you want 65 grand for both of them. And where exactly did you go ahead.
I met with a realtor, and he told me he would list the one at 2502 for $55,000, and he would list the other one for $55,000. I don't know if he's full of shit. I don't know how realtors work. I just like the idea of being able to get the thing done, close, walk away, and be through with it.
Okay. And are neither of them rented?
Nope, I ain't got. So the whole situation was that I rented the one for $800 and the other one for $700. Kept them rented all the time, and then the last people I had in there, they moved from the little house to the bigger house, and they stiffed me on the rent and a bunch of bullshit, and I had to have them evicted, and it was a nightmare. I jumped through hoops to get them evicted. I finally got them out of the house, and I just man, COVID was going on. I'm like, I'm not renting them. And then my mom ended up moving in the little one because the place she was living, where her place was at, was all messed up, and she was sick, and I wanted my brother to be able to, I own another place across the street that I sold him contract for deed. That way there he could keep an eye on my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that, and then my mom died, and my sister stayed in there, and I finally got her out of there, and I'm done with them. I don't want to deal with them no more, man. Just done.
Well, first, condolences about your mother.
Appreciate that.
And are they costing you any money?
I own them, so I pay cash for them, so they cost me taxes. I pay taxes on them every year, and then that's it. I go over and cut the grass.
So they take a little bit of time. They cost you taxes. Have you had to throw any money into them with all this stuff that's been going on?
No. I got to get a dumpster and clean all the trash out that my sister left, which that's going to be probably next week. I'm going to get a dumpster brought out there and get all the trash taken out and put in the dumpster. And that place, there's like a little 2-bedroom, living room, kitchen, laundry room, bathroom. It was all remodeled. My buddy's dad bought it for like $38,000 or $40,000 he paid for it. And then I ended up buying it, and then I put a brand new roof on. And but and I went in there and did some work into it and the inside of it. But when I get all her trash out of there, I'm going to have to clean it up. And like I said, it's all that knotted pine paneling. It's a real thick, real knotted pine. So it's a pretty neat little house. It's cobblestone. It's not a bad little. It's a pretty neat little crib. And I got people wanting to rent it all the time. I always get people calling me, but I just don't want to rent no more. I'm done with it.
Okay, and so when you say you're done with it, what's the biggest reason why? Is it just having to deal with the bullshit?
Bro, that's it. Listen, man, I'm not a very, so here's the thing. I'm not a renter person. Because I'm the guy, like when them people did what they did to me, I wanted to go over there and drag them out and beat the fuck out of them in the driveway.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm not. They left shit in there, and then I was going to haul it off, and then the county told me I couldn't remove anything until I got them evicted because it could be considered a family heirloom. And then I was like, "Are you serious? It's a bunch of junk." I still couldn't remove it, so I had to go through all that. It was just a nightmare. And then I'm up there at the court, and the kid's running his mouth. It's just a big headache. You know, I don't know. I guess, I mean, I could rent them and it's my income coming in every week, but it's hard to get people. I mean, I guess like my one buddy, he got a management company to take care of his. And that's what I probably should do, but I don't know. I just really don't feel like fucking with it, dude.
Okay, so you don't feel like fucking with it anymore. I mean, I'll share a story. Hey, I own some rentals at a point in time. Same thing during COVID. I moved in a guy. We were working with him. And then out of nowhere, he just quit paying his rent. We're like, hey, man, we don't want to kick you out. Then he ghosts us. Then when the government was going to pay his rent for 6 months, he refused to fill out the paperwork. Then he trashes the house. Code enforcement send me letters telling me that the house is a public nuisance and needs to be cleaned up. We send a contractor there to clean it up, and he chases off the contractor with a machete. And then I finally get down there, and I'm like, hey, code enforcement, you guys can come with me. I'm not doing anything because you guys won't let me kick him out because it's COVID. And I go down there with code enforcement, and he'd lit the house on fire the night before. And
no shit.
It was insane. So I get what you're saying as far as like dealing with the bullshit. I'm there.
Listen, I cut the grass at both of them. You know, I tried to keep like the one. It's got a pretty good sized yard, and it's got the little 2 lots next door to it. So, and that was the responsibility of the people. Well, them kids that was living there. The hot water heater broke. I had it fixed, and I had a guy come out, was supposed to fix it. He ghosted me a couple times, so I went over and fixed it myself. The shower head went out, and all these times that anything ever happened, I said, listen, I'll pay for you guys a hotel room.
Oh, wow.
That way you're not inconvenienced in any way, because the faucet in the shower, it's an old school, and it ain't as wide as the newer stuff. It's the old stuff from like back in the day. So I had a special order of faucet, and it took a couple days for it to get there. Mm-hmm. And I was like, listen, I'll get you a hotel room so you guys can go out there and take showers or do whatever you need to do, and you won't have to worry about, I don't want you to be inconvenienced. You know, and I'm doing all this stuff, and then their mower broke, so I'm over there cutting their grass. You know, I'm taking care of keeping the yard all. I said, I even bought them a weed eater. And said, here, just all I ask you guys to do is weed eat, and I'll keep it cut until you get your mower fixed. So, you know, you can only do so much for people, you know. And then the same thing with the little house. You know, I let a buddy of mine move in there, and he was living there, and he come walking in with his greasy-ass boots on from work, didn't have the decency to take them off on the front porch, which is a screened-in front porch with windows and doors and like a real nice little breezeway. You know what I mean? It's like a nice little screened-in porch. Take your shoes outside. Well, then he ended up moving out in the middle of the night on me. You know, so
oh my God,
it's just owing me money. You know, and it's just one of them things, man. I guess I should have, like my buddy, like I said, he used that management company, and they make people fill out applications, and they do background researches and all that shit. But here in Granite, a lot of houses are on the HUD, which is the federal government thing, that HUD renting. And dude, they get the house next to mine. I think they're paying $950 or to $1,000. I think they're paying $1,000 a month, and it's the exact same house as mine. And they're getting $1,000 a month out of it through HUD.
Man. And
so,
what was like the straw that broke the camel's back with this stuff?
Bro, I don't need the money. And it just, I mean, I own them both. I do cars, hot rods, Harleys. I bought the house next door to my other building I got and tore the thing down. I just ripped the house down. Made it a field. That way I own the field, and I own the field next to the one house. I own the field next to it. I was going to buy the whole block. I don't know, man. Just really got tired of just dealing with the public. I had a tattoo shop for 10 years. I got tired of dealing with the public. I shut it down. I get bored or get aggravated with people, and I'm done.
So you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, dude, I just do whatever I feel like doing. Like, I've built hot rods. I've built Harleys for years, and and a bunch of my bikes was in magazines, and I had a tattoo shop for 10 years. I own my own asphalt company for a little while. I just do whatever. I work for the state of Illinois now on the highway department. I don't know, just whatever I feel like doing, I do. It is what it is.
And when you say a hot rod, are you like doing retro mods on cars, or is that a bike?
Well, I mean, no, like right now I got a 69 Camaro.
Oh yeah.
Small block. I got a badass 69 Camaro. I got a 73 Nova with 60,000 original miles I bought from some old lady 20 years ago. I got a 41 Ford Coupe. I just sold a 57 Chevy I had. I had a 70 Super B I found in a barn I bought and sold it to some guy. I sold a 53 Chevy to a guy in Norway, a 41 Coupe to a guy in Australia. I got 12 Harleys out there right now. Getting ready to start moving some of them. Supposed to pick up 4 more this week. So it's just, I just goof around, man.
How long you been doing that?
Since I was about 17, 16.
Where are you finding all these good cars? You just essentially see something on Facebook,
dude,
or
I'm
what?
Constantly looking. I'm constantly on the look. I'm on the hunt. I had a 65 Chevelle convertible that I with a big block in it that I had. I had a 66 Lincoln Continental convertible that I just sold. I had a 62 Impala that I picked up that I sold last year. I'm just always buying and selling them. That's what I do.
And that makes you crazy because you're naming some really good cars. Are you making bank doing this?
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, you got to make a little bit of money, right?
Oh yeah. So you got that. Those 2 houses, they're okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you grade them?
Dude, they're as far as like structurally wise, I'd say they're both in the 8 or 9. As far as, I don't think they really need a whole lot of anything. They're just older houses. You know what I'm saying? That you might need to be, like I said, the one, it sold to a realtor, I don't know, a few years ago. You can look it up where it sold and whenever. He paid $38,000 or $39,000 for it. And that was before that was 20 years ago, So, the market's went crazy since then, when the houses are selling down here, people are getting more than what they're asking for them. And then the one, it's a really good house. It's drop ceiling in the basement. It's got a full basement under it. The basement's dry. I dry locked it. The wall's dry locked. No water gets down there. The floor's painted. Drop ceiling. There's a shower down there. Washer and dryer hook up in the basement. Like I said, hardwood floors upstairs. Brand new linoleum. New carpet.
Okay, and both of them are about 1,000 square feet?
I don't know what they are, actually. Did you look them up?
I looked up one of them, and stuff over here is selling from like 15 to 45 is what I'm seeing. Some other stuff is like 89. I don't know what that looks like yet, though. I'm just looking at like records,
Well, I can tell you one of my buddies has got a house that needs a ton of work done to it. And it needs a lot of work. The realtor come in and said, we're going to list it for $55,000. And she said, and he's already had 2 people look at it, and I think he's got an offer on it ready for 50,000.
For 50. Same area?
Yeah.
Like same neighborhood?
About 4 blocks over. So
East or west?
he is he's more over into, so the Rock Road splits us right down the middle of the Rock Road. He's to the right, I'm to the left.
Yeah, because there's some stuff over here on the right that's sold, but not a whole lot on the left. Would you say that the 2 neighborhoods are different, or is it the same thing?
Same exact. I say the one on the right's worse than the one on the left.
Okay.
The one on the right's worse than the one on the left side, because just the way the neighborhood is over there, and there's a couple halfway houses over there and shit, you know.
Yeah. And how long have those 2 been vacant?
I don't know. The one's been vacant for 6 months. The other one's been vacant for, I don't know. It's not really vacant. The power's on. Everything's over there, you know. So, but no one's lived in the house for probably 2-3 years. But everything's on over there: water, electricity, all that stuff.
Okay. 6 months on one, 2-3 years the other one.
The other one was before COVID hit, so I don't know how long ago COVID was, but
So like 4 years.
yeah, so it's been about 4 years,
About 4
maybe a
years.
little bit before that. You know, I evicted them.
And with this other guy, was he buying these houses at $50K a pop and he just didn't close, or what?
No, he was. So what he come in and offered me. He offered me 62.5. Okay,
Each?
for both of them.
For both of
All
them.
right, 62.5 for both of them. And I said, I'm trying to be at 65 for both of them. And he says, well, let me see. And he got back to me. And then he said he would do the 65, but he said it would take 90 days to close because he was going to take and try to get some investors to invest into him or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had me take pictures of everything and go through all of them. And I said, well, the one's full of a bunch of shit that I got to get hauled out of there, so you'll see that. And he goes, I ain't worried about any of that. And then I got some other young kid from down in Atlanta who's been calling me, but him and his wife buy them. They got like a little business doing it, and they're way off on the price. You know what I mean? They said that this is what they're willing to pay or what they can afford to pay, and they're just way off on the price. I mean, he called me 4 times yesterday. I just don't even take his call. He can't match the price of the 65. So, and then the other, like I said, the other guy, he kind of got smart with me, and I just quit talking to the guy. You're not going to talk to me. I don't need the money. I'm not selling them because I'm broke or someone owes me money or I owe someone money. I'm not worried about anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm just selling them because I just don't want to mess with them no more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's going to end up happening is, I mean, I figured I'd shoot. I filled something out last night. I figured I'd see it one more time and see what happened with it and go from there.
And so those other guys, what? They're coming in at like $20K for both of them or something?
Yeah, the guy and the girl, they're wanting to pay 30 for the one and 20 for the other. So they're at 50. And then the other guy come in at, like I said, he come in at 65. So he was going to be like right at like 30 something a piece on them, you know. I had the one house on 2502 sold to the company, the factory across the street for $55,000. And he's a Chinese guy that's got a factory across the street, and he has Chinese people come over here and work at his factory making egg rolls and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going to buy it for people to live there. And me and him agreed on it, shook hands, everything was good. And then he went back to China, and the guy that he has run his factory, he I went over to talk to him about to finalizing everything, and then he kind of got smart with me. Well, when he got smart with me, I told him to shove it up his ass, and I walked out the door. So, and the house didn't sell. So,
And how long ago was that?
probably about 8 years ago.
Okay. I know I can promise you I'm not going to be at that 65 mark. Because if someone else came in and their investors, he couldn't find someone to invest in them, I mean, our partners, they wouldn't let us buy it, essentially, at that price point. Hopefully that other guy wasn't just a dumbass and didn't know what he was doing. But generally, if he is worth his salt, he just couldn't make it work. And the last thing I want to do, and this is a pet peeve of mine, is, hey, here's my number, then have to call you back and say, hey, we can't do it. We got to do a different number.
No, and listen, I appreciate you being honest. I mean, I do. I appreciate that's what I appreciate. I appreciate you being honest about it. And like I said, I think I'm giving them away at a steal. I think that 65 for both of them is a good deal. I think that's fair, but because they both don't need a lot of work. Once I get the one cleaned out, all the trash out of it, my sister left in there, it's move-in ready too. I might have to change the carpet in the place, which that ain't nothing. I got a buddy of mine that does carpet, and he's got a bunch of remnants, and he'll come over there and do the carpet with no problem. And that's really the only thing that place needs, the carpet, and it needs to be clean. So once I get that done next week, and then the other one's going to have that little plaster spot fixed that kid knocked a hole in the plaster, that's the only thing really needs to be done.
If I can just be man-to-man frank with you and shoot straight with you like I have been, you're wasting your time and money getting that thing cleaned out. It's not going to add any additional value that you'd want to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone is going to...
I got to clean... Here's what I got... But let me explain something to you. My mom lived there...
And it's all the
for
stuff.
A while, and I don't know what's in there that's hers that's sentimental.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I got to go over there and go through that place and try to figure out what belonged to my mom and what didn't, and try to get at least her stuff out of there.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the stuff is my sister's junk, which I'm going to throw it in a dumpster and just have it hauled off.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's the only reason I'm even doing it. And then I got club brothers that are going to go over there and help me clean it out. We're going to knock it out in a weekend, and clean the place up. And it's not doing it for trying to get any more value out of it or anything like that, because that doesn't really matter to me. I'm just going to clean the place up.
Okay.
But I'm trying to go through there and try to figure out what belonged to my mom and what didn't. That's what I'm trying to do.
So it's more the sentimental value to make sure nothing's left
That's
behind.
all it is, man, to make sure that there wasn't anything in that. Because I don't want to get rid of the house the way it is unless I can go over there and go through everything and see if my mom left anything in that house. That's my whole thing.
Okay.
So.
And there's not anyone else on title or making this decision with you, is there? It's just you?
No, it's just me, man.
Let's assume you like what your property qualifies for and offer is. Would there be anything else stopping you from moving forward with us besides the cleaning out that house to make sure that you get all your mom's stuff out?
No, really nothing. No, as long as the closing isn't like fucking 6 months from now, and I got to keep cutting the damn grass every time, and I just paid the taxes on it, so the taxes will be coming up again. I'll get them paid, and I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just there are two little houses that sit over there, and like I said, I really don't. I'm not hurting for money, so I'm not trying to do anything with them. I just don't really know if I want to rent anymore. It's just one of them decisions that I made, and that's just how it is. So.
Okay. And again, I like to be a straight shooter. I know I'm not going to be at that 65. I'd love to give you a call back and let you know what the partners say you guys qualify for, but I don't want to waste my time having to go to bat for you, just because, like, if you get a number, my job is to go to bat for you and be like, hey, here's what he needs to move on. And if you're just like, hey, you know what, this is my number, if it's not that, I'd rather just list it on the market, then that's okay. Again, like I said at the beginning, at least you know your options.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate the call and I appreciate you being honest, man. Like I said, I'm thinking $30,000. You know, at least 32 for each of them is I think it's a good price for the houses. I mean, you know, even the one on 2502, the 2-story with a fenced-in yard and 2 detached garages, and I mean, I don't know what they'll sell for. I know the realtor told me that he would list them for 55 apiece. So, and he walked through them both.
And what
he was actually involved in the sale of the little house on 2803 when I bought it. He was involved with the people that I bought it from.
And what's the reason you haven't? Did you tell me already that you just don't list them and call it a day?
I just haven't messed with it. I'm on workman's comp right now from work. I fell off a trailer, trashed my shoulder, ruptured 2 discs in my neck.
Oh man,
I'm pretty jacked up right now, so I just can't get over there and do the work because my shoulder's all fucked up, and I've been fighting with them about trying to get shit done. So it's just where I got to get over there to get the stuff done that needs to be done, so I could list them. So it's going to take, it'll take a little time to go over there, get it ready to list, and it's just one of them things.
And the realtor won't just list it as is. He's telling you got to do.
Oh yeah, they'll list it as is though. He just, he'll list it as is for sure. So.
So do you want me to
I
go?
don't know, man.
Would you want me to go
what,
talk to the people, or you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep shopping
I think
around.
I'm gonna go ahead and just get them done and get them fucking. I'll just put them on the market and see what happens with them, man.
Okay.
And that way, I'm not wasting your time, and we're not wasting anybody's time. So we'll just go from there.
Okay. Well, it was great talking to you.
All right,
Antonio.
brother. You have a good weekend, man, and be safe.
Thank you. You as well.
All right.
Right. All right. So that one, I thought was, I'm just going for the no, essentially, right? Because if another person locked him up at 30s, and I was looking at it, and I was like, man, the 30s seemed like it was decent, and he couldn't get it moved, and he had 90 days. Generally, that's gonna tell me that like, something's going on here, and that was a month ago. Average purchase price over here has been like 37. If I look, there's been a couple over here that have like sold. Brad, I wouldn't want to buy ship boxes across the country. These aren't in Fresno, or else I'd say yes. And I'd call Brad and I'd be like, Brad, let's go buy these and list them on the MLS. These are in like St. Louis, Missouri. No, St. Louis, Illinois. And so like I was like, like I don't think it makes sense for us to work together. And it was a go for the no. And more than likely what's gonna happen is he's gonna end up coming back because he doesn't want to go through all the bullshit and all the hassle with the realtor. And even if he does, it's okay. We saved ourselves some hassle of trying to get it locked up and everything else. Thanks for watching, Brad. Yeah, so with that one, all we're going to do I'm going to go offers too low, landlord. We'll move this into a warm lead. But yeah, so I just need to update my notes real quick. And the person couldn't move it. And he has a we'll see. He'll come back to us. He'll come back to us. And that one thing I've been working on, whenever someone's aggressive, I will meet their aggression. And then I'm working on building better rapport, and I feel like I had some good rapport with that guy. The call before that, I feel like I had no rapport with the seller, which was hard. But with this one, I thought we did good. I thought I did good. Add in those notes. All right, there we go. On to the next. But I mean, his pain's kind of there. Who is this? Can't get a hold of this guy. Frank Stevens. Put him on a drip. Then we got another one we can't get a hold of. Here's this guy. So we have another house that we're gonna make an offer on out in West Memphis. He wants to walk away with about 75 grand for this house. I'll pull up the comps real quick. Again, I don't think this one. No one's asking for something, and it's like a great deal out the gate. Some of them are. Majority of the times they aren't. So this guy over here, we got tons of comps, which is great. Some stuff sold for like 65, 45, 93, 66, 112, 159, 139. Yeah, so this thing's worth like 135. Honestly, spot on worth 135. If it's fully rehabbed. Yes, tenants moving out. So ARV. And all we're going to come in with is properties are selling between 45 and 66. Yeah, we could put the anchor a little bit lower. No, 45 is a solid anchor. And then now, we'll call this guy and negotiate with them. Thank you, Austin Manning. I thought I had solid rapport with the guy. You always got to find out what they do for a living and if they have kids. That'll always do it. Thanks, Brad. Brad said I did great. Brad is a mentor of mine and a killer entrepreneur and investor in Fresno, California. And someone who I know I can call if I'm having issues. So if this thing's worth 135, And I go... I think we... And I'm put this into Investor Lift real quick. But I think we got a deal. Yeah, our average purchase price is about 90. And no one's flipping over here. It's always interesting to see. And this is in like the... It's like 30 minutes outside of Memphis. It's on the other side of... It's called in West Memphis. And it looks like it's on the other side of the river. We had one sell for 43 over there. One sold for 1,000. One sold for 1,000. One sold for 11. 285. When these properties are selling for these high price points, though, I think they're packages. I don't know exactly, but it's like that doesn't make any sense. They have to be selling as packages, and it's just like pulling out the whole portfolio. Because nothing over there should sell for that much. Because there's a bunch of houses just over here. Moving 128, 85. All right. And the reason this guy wants to sell, it's hard to find consistent renters. He owns more rentals out in Memphis, but it's a different state. Can't find a good property manager. He was looking for about 72 to 80. I'm gonna tell him that properties are selling between where'd my notes go? 20 to 45. And if we could lock it up at 70, like 65 to 70, I'd be good.
Oh, it's Charles.
Hey Charles, this is Stratton. Is now a good time?
Yeah, everything's good.
Awesome. Are you in front of your phone or laptop, or are you driving?
I'm driving right now.
Okay. When would be a time where you're not driving?
Probably about 10 minutes. Why, what's up? What do you have for me?
So I talked to the partners. I met with them and everything else. We went over how you're like, you know what? This thing is 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away from the rest of my portfolio. That's a pain. It's hard to find renters. And honestly, I'd just rather sell this one and buy another one closer. You said the property is in decent shape, and really there's nothing stopping you from selling it. You're just like, you know what? If I can have an easier sell, I'd like to just sell it. Like I mentioned, we just closed on one. We have some funds to purchase another one. I'm going to do my best to get a green light at the end of this call if we can come to an agreement. Just as a reminder, again, you're a savvy guy. We're buying it as is. No realtor fees. No inspection fees. No closing costs. We will have to just get a contractor in there to get a look at it and get photos for us. And so we had a chance to take a look at what the market's doing and what some of the similar properties are selling in the neighborhood for. I mean, they're selling anywhere from $25K to about $66,000. Is that something that would work for you?
No.
And I'm not saying that's
66?
what
No.
we'd be at. Say that one more time.
You said 66,000? No, that won't work.
And so, if I had to go back to the team today and be like, hey, this is the number he needs in order to commit to working with us, what would that number be?
Gotta be at least 75,000.
75?
Preferably more. Yep. I mean, but the absolute bare minimum would be 75,000.
And so if I went back to them and I said, hey, he'll take 75 grand and he's ready to work with us today, would you be ready to work with us?
Yes.
Okay. And you're going to be, let me call him. I'm going to have to go to bat for you. It'll be us. We won't make a ton of money off of this, honestly. But
Right.
you said it's in pretty good shape, right?
Yeah, like I said, there's tenants in there now. They're moving out shortly. But it's definitely livable. It has a new sewer line, new roof. So you don't have to put a lot into it.
Okay. Let me see what I can do. And I can give you a call back in like 10 minutes. Is your email still smoss2328?
Yes, it is.
Great. And so again, if I can get him to come up, our next steps would be is we'll send you something. It's a 1-page document. Get your autograph on it, and we'd plan on closing in about 30 days.
Okay, that would be great.
Did you have any other questions for me?
No, it's just, are there any other, I mean, whatever price we agree upon, that's the price. There's no, like, hidden fees or anything like that.
No, there's no hidden. That's why I'm a pretty straightforward shooter. I don't want to lock something up too high and then go retrade on someone, you know? That's not that's not what we're about. I know a lot of people who do this, do that, and that rubs me the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, what our offer is, unless we get in there and the house is trashed and it's not what you said it was.
Right.
And I usually
like
don't
I
have
said,
that happen.
Recent appraisal. Appraisal is about 2 or 3 weeks old at this point, and
Okay.
it's in decent shape. But I was just at the property about 2 weeks ago. I didn't go to the inside because the tenants were still there, but I walked the outside, and it's in decent shape on the outside.
Okay. Awesome. So you'll be home in about 5 minutes by now?
Yep.
All right. Let me call the partners and I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
No problem. All right.
Bye. There we go. I'm not mad at 75. I think we can sell it at 90. Golden. Mr. M. Crizzy said, is wholesaling worth it? I think wholesaling's worth it. Aaron's over here locking up deals too. What? Did you guys buy another house today, Aaron? You guys have been on an absolute roll. I commented on Cletus's stuff. This soft-ass Xavier Major just joined my live stream. He's not even closing deals right now. He's trying to beat me, and he can't. I don't know what he's doing. He's the only op I have in my life. You know, like, he's the opponent. But he can't beat me. He'll never beat me. He thinks he can. He can't. Xavier, if you're not soft, you should leave a message in here. All right, guys. Let's see here. So now we are going to let me switch up my banners real quick. So ReSimply is our CRM that we've been operating out of. And they have a DocuSign built in, which I think is dope. Wow, Xavier Major ran from the smoke. He ran from the smoke. Didn't leave a comment. Wanted to join my live. Let me FaceTime him real quick. We got time. What are you scared of, bro?
What?
What are you scared of?
Scared of what?
You hopped out of my live. I started talking shit and you left.
I didn't even hear. I was just popping in to see where you
Look at that, bro. Like, you hopped out of my live. I had an entire diatribe.
With all the kids.
Who is that?
Stratton. Have my wife say hey.
Hey.
Hi.
All right, I'll watch my mouth, and I won't tell him what's gonna happen to you.
Beat me to $1 million net.
Xavier has
Tell him that he's not gonna beat.
Not gonna beat that.
your father has no chance at beating me. My son's downstairs, or else I'd have him tell you that you have no chance of beating me.
How's it going so far?
I think we just locked one up and we'll make like 15 on it. I gotta call and get the agreement signed.
How's Dispo going?
Oh, bro, Dispo's gonna be wild.
Harvey, can you put this
Yeah.
up?
Dispo's gonna be wild because we have 12 or 13, I think, and we gotta now. It's just getting all the pictures and everything.
Yeah. All the admin stuff that takes time.
Yeah, all the admin stuff. The first hire is happening this week too, because with how many leads we have coming in, it's been hard. Even just the Dispo stuff, I need someone on the back end handling all of that, like phone work and everything.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, Dispo's gonna be a clog, and then eventually having someone on the front end just setting appointments for you, so you just hop in, close, and just turn it into a machine.
Oh yeah. What about you? How many deals you got locked up?
I got 3 contracts out yesterday, all in Florida. I have one that should get signed today. Other than that, that's where I'm at. We're right now we're doing like 5-6 leads a day. I just checked, we're at 5 leads for the day right now.
Bro, those are rookie numbers.
I know. It's all from PPC until I get iSpeed on board. I told him I need 20 a day, so we'll see.
Bro, Gene was talking shit to me saying 20 a day. You copped out. You're scared. I was like, bro, 20 a day is a lot of leads.
20 a day is a lot. That's intense.
20 a day, and I'm sure Drew will bump it up too, but he committed to 20 a day at least.
Well, and if they're coming, because it's PPL, what's your contact rate right now?
I'll tell you. Out of all of my leads, we've had 174 leads come in. 50 of them we're trying to get a hold of. 6 we've made contact with. 40 of them we have an appointment set. We have 18 in due diligence.
We're not in a rush.
9 offers made.
Obviously, you must play in the auditorium.
And then we have 14 in warm leads. We have 58 total dead leads.
58. It's not bad. I mean, the law of averages will start to work out.
We're right now, if we're like 1 in 15, but at the same time, our first week it was all listed leads,
Yeah, that's true. I remember that.
right? So we had like 100 listed leads come in.
Yeah. I went through and dropped all the old leads that I had in my CRM back through the automation, and I had Bexley, no thank you. No. She's giving her a piggyback right in the middle, in and out, and she looks so wobbly. I ran like 150 leads through like the monthly automation follow-up, and I had 7 people respond. 2 of them were just completely bonkers. Three were sold. And then I have 2 of the offers that I sent out yesterday were from like leads from October. They were like, oh yeah, I'm actually still looking to sell. I had an investor lock the deal up and couldn't get it sold. He's like, one of them is going to be a sub 2 deal. Like $1,500 a month payment, 4% interest. Because he was like, yeah, I'm going to take this $300K and literally just put it in the bank. And I was like, well, what if I give you a better option? So I'll be able to assign a sub 2 deal for, I put 20 grand worth of margin in it, and it's at like a 9% entry fee.
There you go.
So I should be able to get that one turn and burn.
There you go, bro.
That's probably the most promising one right now.
What happened to your Novation?
He listed it with an agent. He was stuck on 425. I had 2 agents look up the numbers on it, and it's worth 425. I was like, I need a discount on it, because we were thinking it was worth 600 because there's 2 on this little peninsula that were like 680 and 720, but they all have water access.
Oh, yeah.
And his is on the inlet side, and I didn't know how much weight.
I lost you, bro.
Oh, sorry, it switched to. Yeah, apparently having water access is like a $200,000 difference.
I would say so.
So, yeah, that one kind of fizzled out, but it's all good. Part of the deal.
All right, bro. Well, when you get home, you better hop on the phone or you're never going to catch me.
That's true.
You're never going to catch me, bro.
Yeah, at this pace right now, I'm gonna have to probably do like 5 or 6 contracts a day to catch you.
I mean, when the lead flow turns up, I'm sure you can get 5 or 6 a day.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll test how good deal speed is. Because the ideal situation is if I come out the gate, a couple of good contracts, and I can get buyers, like, sign them super quick. That's going to be the best case scenario. I just got to get some momentum going.
I think you got it, bro.
Or I'll be a whole month behind. And
I don't know if you can beat me at a whole month behind. But if you go home, kiss all those little children, and then hop on the phones for a couple hours, I think you got it.
Super Saturday. It's just Super Saturday.
It's a Super Saturday, bro. It's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's home. It's time to lock up
One
deals.
of the things I did think of doing, though, is I pulled a list with Josh Chan at Kindskip Tracing. It's all the divorce leads in Florida, like divorce filings just completely filed. So I was just going to cold call those. It's like 350 of them. And I have a separate list that's all divorce leads that are FHA under 4% interest for some sub-2 deals.
I don't think you could beat me doing that.
Oh, no, I won't, but it'll get some momentum going.
I don't know. If I'm you, I'm hammering iSpeed because you need the instant people.
Yeah, that's what happened. Could you tell her no? Get buckled.
All right, bro. I'll let you be an amazing dad.
All right, dude.
All
Later.
right, buddy.
Is he married?
All right, guys. That was Xavier Major. He thinks he can beat me, but he can't. Here we go. We're going to get this thing. Now I just need to get the legal description of this property, and we're good to go. All right, guys. Who is this? West Memphis.
Hello?
Hey, Charles, it's Stratton. Is now a good time?
Hey, what you got for me?
I got him to come up to 75 if you're ready to go forward today and commit to working with us.
Let's check one thing in 1 second. 1 second. I was just biting into a chili dog right when you called.
You were biking to a what?
Biting into a chili dog.
Where you get your chili dog from?
Huh?
Where'd you get the chili
You're
dog from?
breaking up. Winter Thistle.
Okay.
Just need to check one thing. Yeah, I guess I can take 75.
Okay. Do you have your email on your phone?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm going to send you just this quick agreement. It'll come from ReSimply. That's just the CRM that we use.
Okay.
let me know once you get it.
I received it. I'm looking over it right now.
Okay. So first part, right? That's just the date, your name or LLC name, the address, your legal description. Then we have the 75, and then the terms of purchase. I think 9 out of the 10 will apply to you. First one, right? We're gonna pay all the closing costs. We're buying it as is. We charge ourselves a $749 fee. That's just for our own internal accounting. Do you owe any taxes?
Everything's impounded.
Like with your bank?
Yeah, with the payment.
Okay.
Nothing's past due or anything.
Awesome. So you don't need to worry about that. Closing will take place as soon as possible, but no later than 60 days. For us, we plan on closing everything within 30 days. Generally, if anything goes longer, it's because of title issues, but I don't think it will. Just with you're the sole owner, it's in your name, and then those tenants will be out at the first, and so we should be good to close in that 30-day mark.
Yep.
It's being sold as is. It'll be held at a title company in Arkansas. Our team will reach out to you on Tuesday. We like to spread out.
Can I use my own title company?
No.
Oh, I can't. No. Okay. All right.
And
No worries.
our team will reach out to you, and they're awesome. It'll probably be Drew who will reach out to you, and they'll let you know everything.
Okay.
It's contingent upon a final walkthrough inspection. And the craziest story I've ever had is we were going to buy a house, and the day before, someone lit it on fire. Right? And so to protect us, right, at that point in time, we'd be like, hey, we don't want to buy this anymore, or we'd have to get it a lot cheaper.
Right.
It's contingent upon clear title. Number 7 doesn't apply to you because the renters will be out. Number 8, you agree to give us access to the property to get our contractors in there and get photos and videos for us so we can just get bids. Number 9, you just, from all what you know, there's no issues with like government or any liens.
No.
And then number 10, anything you don't want, you can just leave it and it'll be considered trash.
Okay.
Then right there's a quick spot to sell. There's a quick spot, well, it's not a quick spot to sell, a quick spot to sign. And then from there, once that's signed, our team will sign it. And no one will reach out to you until Tuesday, just because Monday's a holiday.
Okay.
And then from there, that'll be a quick intro call. And then more than likely, the day before the end of the month, we're going to be calling you just to get pictures set up.
Okay. That
So
sounds
like,
good.
as soon as those tenants move out, that way we can get it going.
Perfect.
Great. Did you sign it already? Are we good to go?
Yep.
Great. Did you have any other questions for me?
No, I think that's it.
Awesome. So you will be getting a fully signed agreement on your end. 1 minute. And that's for you. And again, our team will be reaching out to you on Tuesday. No other questions or anything else? I hope you enjoy your weekend and enjoy your chili dog.
All righty. I appreciate it.
Of course. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon,
Thank you.
Charles.
All right.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye. Let's go. The REI Barber. Bro, I'm calling every day. And we just got a contract. So let's go. And this one's a good one. I am stoked. Man, we are good. Another one on a Saturday. What's going on, Austin? There we go. Guys, do not sleep on the weekends. Last Sunday, we got 2 in an hour. We just got 1 right now. We'll see if we can ride the momentum. One thing I've learned with sales, if we can ride the momentum, we are golden. All right, now we're going to go through some more leads and see what we can find.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Garrett.
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Sorry, guys, I'm just going through our leads. I want to try and find these low-hanging fruit that we have just so we can capitalize on this momentum. Hey, Dev. We have one in Brooklyn, but I still don't know how to comp that out. I need to find someone who's good at comping in Brooklyn.
Hello.
Hey, Tracy, this is Stratton. You spoke to Kalani from our office earlier this week about selling your property on Miami.
Yes, I remember.
Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, you can.
Awesome. So I got a chance to look at it, and we wouldn't be able to do a cash offer, and she told me you were just thinking about letting it go back to the bank. Is that still the case?
That's still the case, boss? It's in the area.
Okay, and how much time do you have until it gets sent back to the bank?
July 1st.
So you got about a month.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you a lot of questions. Some of them may seem personal, but this is just to help us find the best possible solution for you and stop a foreclosure from being on your record. Is that okay?
Yeah.
how far behind are you guys on the payments? Like, how much is in arrears?
About a month.
Only a month's worth of mortgage payments?
Yeah.
We're trying to more plan for the future, and in the future, we don't see us being able to make the payments needed
Okay.
because our mortgage went up at the beginning of the year, and we haven't been able to, meet
Catch up.
everything.
And did they what's the reason it went up? Did like the escrow amount go up, or what happened?
Yeah, the escrow went up.
I've had that happen to me too. It's so irritating. How much did it jump up by?
About $150.
Wow.
So we went from being at $1,555 to $1,690.
And you guys have a 7% interest rate, correct?
6.5.
And have you guys thought about just listing it?
We're in the works of trying to figure out all of our options. I'm also going to other companies and seeing if they'll rent it out for us.
Like if you guys just move out and turn it into a rental?
Yeah.
And how's that been going?
I haven't been able to talk to anyone yet. I went yesterday and they were already closed, so I have to wait.
Okay. And what are the rents like in your area? Do you know?
They're roughly 18 to 22 for a 3-bed, depending on the square footage and everything.
Let's see here. So you have room to rent it out, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Then why wouldn't you guys rent it out yourselves? Why would you go to a company?
Because a lot of people, especially in this area, are undependable, so we don't want to be left with the rent with our own system going on if they fall through.
Okay, and you guys just think the property management company would be able to do it better than you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks like a great home. And the reason you guys are considering selling is just because the mortgage payments went up and you guys are trying to get ahead of the horse before it gets too bad.
Correct.
And how much, if you guys did sell it, were you guys looking to walk away with?
Honestly, if we sold, we weren't really looking at walking away with anything. We just kind of wanted to sell it for what we owe on it so we don't go under on our credit. I mean, our credit's not great as it is, but that would just put a huge hole in it.
Yeah, foreclosure on your record would be brutal. And how much did you guys owe on it?
How much do we owe?
We owe $221, $255.
221. What is that? What?
$221,255.
Oh. I was confused.
And you guys bought it for $222?
$222.5 I think was the final price.
And that was in 2022?
Yes, in November. No.
We may be able to help you out with a special option that you guys may qualify for. So you have $1,600 or $1,700 a month in monthly payments.
After everything, $1,690.
So we can call it 17. You guys are behind about a month, correct?
Our payment was due on the 1st, and we have not yet made that payment. So we're about 20 days behind.
Okay, if we could get some money in your pocket and stop a foreclosure on your record, would you guys be open to that?
What do you mean by put money in our pocket? Like, how does that work?
You guys just wouldn't sell and not make any money. You guys would actually make a little bit of money.
We're listening.
What? I'm gonna have. Go ahead.
What are you suggesting?
We have an option that you guys may qualify for, and that we'll buy it. Essentially, we'll buy the mortgage from you guys and take over deed of the house. Not everybody qualifies for it. It just depends, and it has to be a certain type of person that we'd want to work with.
Yeah, that's what she was saying to me. The lady I was talking to before, she said that you might be willing to talk to me about that and see if you qualify for it.
Yeah, and a lot of it is. Go ahead.
I don't really know a lot about you guys. Can you explain to me what you guys do and who you guys are and all that?
Yeah, so you can Google me. My name's Stratton Brown. You'll see a bunch of stuff from like a Fresno State football player. And then I'm a real estate investor. And so we buy houses all over the country. And then we buy sometimes houses like yours to where there's not enough equity. Because if you guys were going to list it with an agent, you guys would have to write a check, essentially.
Yeah.
And so we want to be able to provide you guys like a comfortable solution. Our company name is Easy Fast Offers, but you can go Google me. I probably at this point have dozens of interviews all across the internet about the different companies that we built in our real estate portfolio.
Are you Strat Daddy on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I got that name from one of my friends in high school's mom in like 8th grade gave it to me. And then that friend ended up getting into drugs and got killed by the mob when we were 19 years old. But the name stuck in college, and I thought it was a good Instagram handle, so I kept it. And so what we do is right now we're honestly showing everybody the way we buy houses all across the country. And so with you guys, we would want to be able to, we'd buy the mortgage. We got to look and see. My biggest thing is I'm going to try and help you guys out one way or another. But in order for us to...
One moment. One second, sir. Just 1 second.
I don't think it's over.
Oh, how do I make it switch over?
I don't know.
Okay. Never mind. I was trying to connect you to the car. It's hard to hear. Can you hear him okay?
I can hear him. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No problem. My goal, honestly, is just to help you guys out. Because we really won't make a lot of money buying it the way we do. But if it can get you guys in a better spot to where you don't have a foreclosure on your record, you can put some money in your pocket, and then we get a new rental, awesome. But the last thing I'd want is for a young family to have a foreclosure on their record, and then they just lost their house that they worked so hard to get.
Right, and we're okay with just walking away. We're just worried about the credit, it hitting our credit and stuff.
So how do we apply for, see if we qualify for that?
Honestly, it's a lot of me getting to know you guys, because we're going to leave the mortgage in place for the next 30 years.
Okay, so it'll still be under our name, or how
It'll
does
still
that
be under your name, and we take title of it, and we make payments on your behalf, and we fix your credit, right? Because we're going to go in, we're going to put some money into the property, we're going to put a deed in place to where we now own the deed, and if we ever miss a payment, you guys get the property back in brand new shape, and you would be able to sell it for more money. And so that's how we protect you guys and protect our interest of the amount of money we put into it. But a lot of times, if we're going to work with someone, we just want to see like what type of people they are and what type of family they are. Because if we're going to take over this mortgage and we're not going to make any money, we just want to make sure we're helping the right family.
Right. Okay.
And so,
what do you want to know about us?
what do you guys do for a living?
I work over at the hospital as a patient access representative.
And she's going to school to be a medical assistant.
I love it.
And then I work with in mental health at a mental health facility as a I guess what you would call a PAR. I work specifically with patients in the inpatient unit.
Is that pretty scary?
It can be, yeah, sometimes.
And are these like people who've essentially been admitted to an asylum?
Some of them, yes. We work with a lot of detoxers. We work with people who are SI or
Define SI.
homicidal or suicidal.
Oh, okay.
SI is suicidal. People who are just at their wit's end and seeking help for that. And then I'm going to be going to school here in the next year for social work and psychology.
Nice.
And then we got 2 kids and 1 on the way.
Oh, wow. How old are your guys' kids?
We have a 12-year-old and a 3-year-old. They're both boys. And then baby's going to be due in July.
Oh, man. So you guys got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys
Which
been
is
married?
why we've been married. We've been together for 8 years. We've been married for 4. The 12-year-old is from a previous relation.
Okay. I have a blended family, too. Blended families can be tough at times. That's all I'll need to know for now. This process is going to take a couple days. We're just going to have to do some market research to see if it makes sense. And really to see how much money we can just put in your guys' pocket. Because I want you guys to be able to at least like get some money in your pocket and get a rental. And not just have to walk away completely.
Okay.
And so at this point, I'll call you either Monday or Tuesday. And my goal, again, is to get money in your pocket. And then if we can help you find another place, it's not something we usually do. We'd love to help you find a new place with whatever resources we have. And that way you guys can start over. You guys have a place to go?
Yeah, we do have a place lined up.
Okay.
It's an ex-quarters house, so we just have to wait for it to be cleaned up and then it's move-in ready.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, we will talk to you either Monday or Tuesday, Stratton.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope we can really help you guys out.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. Bye. That one is a tough one. I don't know if they have enough equity, and I think their monthly payments are really high. But we'll try and make it work. That'll be a good sub-2 deal. We gotta get back to live again. In a minute, I gotta end this again. That one's wow. That's a tough one.
leave your message for
Bud.
Please leave your message for 810-643-6339.
All right, guys. We are done for today. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're done for right now. The rest of it's just text messages. So, I will talk to you guys tomorrow.